What's up, guys and gals? This is Griever back here, bringing you guys another live stream, a live stream reaction. Happy and Merry Christmas Eve to everyone who celebrates it. And if you don't, I'm sure most of you are still living in a place that they do celebrate Christmas and you're getting a half day or a day off, whatever. Depends on your company, right? So either way, let's just enjoy the nice festive way of saying to 2020, and let's just enjoy this last week of 2020 for what it is. It's seeing everything in hindsight. In hindsight is 2020. See what I did there? I didn't steal that from a meme from Facebook or anything. See what I did there? All right, so what we're going to get into today, you guys already know this, is One Punch Man Chapter 137 dropped. Of course it dropped Christmas Eve. You know, I had a whole plan. I had a whole plan on scheduling videos. Today, I only have a few hours to spare here, but I'm doing the stream instead. I was going to edit the video for tomorrow, for Christmas Day, which I hope you guys will really enjoy. I was planning on editing that video today, but it seems like I'm going to have to edit that tonight and into tomorrow because, so the video might be out a little late, but I'm hoping to get it out here Christmas Day. So yeah, either way, we're doing One Punch Man. One Punch Man dropped chapter 137 on Christmas Eve of all things. Kind of crazy, really. You know what I mean? Like, all right, so we're dropping a One Punch Man chapter right before Christmas Day. I suppose it sort of works, right? Everybody's pumped, everybody's excited. It's just going to give me, now it's crunch time. Now it's crunch time. So hopefully this live stream can't go too long because I still need to go to my parents' house around 6 o'clock, 6:30, something like that. And I've already been enjoying the good times. That is, basically an excuse to drink more. Holiday season, so, So, yeah. And we got MC Dude in here saying, hello, not on my phone this time. That's good. You won't block anybody this time. That was kind of funny last stream. Viv's in here laughing his ass off saying, good plan. Yeah, I if nothing else, I am a planner. And Miss Content, I'm not at all actually. I'm disorganized as hell. Miss Content says, Ayo, yo, what's up, Miss? Miss Content has reached over 1,000 subscribers this month. So everyone watching my stream, definitely go check him out. He follows Shimatsu no Valkyrie and does a few other series that are pretty good. So Viv says, a small tip, by the way, Griever. The art and choreography, I think I said that right. I'm very bad at saying choreography. I think I said it right again. Okay, 2 for 2. This chapter was specifically good. I'd recommend paying more attention to that too. I believe Viv mentioned this. It's Christmas Eve, so I've been out and about and doing stuff, family stuff, So I know Viv's been saying, I think Viv said something like this in my Discord. Sorry I didn't get to that, Viv. But yeah, okay. The art and the choreography. All right. So I'm assuming we're in for a fight if we're talking choreography. Maybe not, but sounds like it. And yeah, okay. I'll make sure to pay special attention to that. This also, Viv said, hopefully you don't have to drive there. Oh no. That's the point. That's why I'm on a bit of a time crunch. I've already worked this out. I already went and saw my aunt and uncle and blah blah blah. And now that I'm here, I've been drinking and stuff. My brother's girlfriend, my brother only lives about 500 meters that way, for all you Americans, a football field or two. So he lives about a football field in that direction, right? And his woman is going to be off around 6 o'clock, 6:30. And so by the time she gets home anyways, and then from work, and then we're all going to go over there together. So I don't need to drive, so that's why I was able to indulge, of course. Drinking and driving is bad, kids. Nobody do drinking and driving. That's a horrible idea. There's no reason for that. Figure out another way. If you want to drink, do everything you need to do that day, and then drink after you're done driving. There is no excuse for that. I, as you guys know, am a bit of what some may call an excessive drinker, all the way to, why aren't you institutionalized? And my mother had me tested, using a Big Bang Theory joke there. But the whole thing is that I feel like, once again, and I believe I've said this on multiple streams before, is that I drink a lot that can't be denied. I have never driven, ever. I have never driven with more than a beer in me, ever. Because it's just not safe. It's just not right. You are impaired. Even a guy like me who can handle a case of beer and still function, or more, and can still function. And some people won't even know if I've been drinking that day unless they smell my breath. That's no excuse. It doesn't matter how well you handle your alcohol. You are still impaired in some degree. Your motor functions are still sluggish. Alcohol does that to the human body. It doesn't matter how well you handle it. That's what happens. So, no drinking and driving this Christmas season, this holiday season, ladies and gentlemen. No drinking and driving. Find another way to go from place to place to enjoy your holiday safely. There was my message. There's my Christmas message for everyone. Thanks for giving me the motivation there, Vib. Vib also says a football field is 90 meters. Oh, so yeah. Well, I was thinking more like the size of the stadium, but yeah, I did say football field. So, all right, so 4 football fields, roughly. The 500 meters is not an exact measurement. I didn't exactly go out there with a tape measure or a yardstick or a meter stick, whatever. So yeah. But yeah, okay. So once again, this stream, I hope this isn't a super long chapter because once again, no drinking and driving from this cat. So we're definitely we're on not a time crunch. I got about 2 hours here, but I figured I could get through this one. I did want to release this today. I was supposed to release a video in the next hour, and I canceled that. I did Schwabity featuring Rustage and Connor Quest did a video, I believe it was last night, Assassination Classroom. They did an anime rap for that. So I had my reaction done for that. It was edited, and I was set to release it. And then the One Punch Man chapter dropped. It was like, damn it, that was my Christmas Eve video. So now I got to push that reaction back because, of course, this is going to... I don't know when I'll have the next chance to do a live stream this weekend. So, into this weekend anyways. So, right now I have a little bit of time and blah, blah, blah. So, anyways. But yeah, look forward to that, guys. If any of you know that I'm doing the reactions and stuff, and I definitely need to turn a light on. I know I'm going to have to eventually. I'm going to lose the daylight pretty soon. So, but yeah, so... If any of you were curious who watch my anime rap reactions, yeah, that video is made. It is out. It's just going to be a couple days delayed. It might be out Boxing Day or the day after. So, anyways, we're into this for about 8 minutes or so. So, I don't think we're going to... It's Christmas Eve. I don't expect this to be a big stream or anything like that. So, why don't we just get right into, I did my obligatory 5 to 10 minute wait while we started the stream. We got some cats in here, some great people like Viv, MC Dude, and Miss Content. So why don't we just jump right into page 1 of chapter 137 of The Garo Show. Because, of course, that's what it's called. Let's go. So, opening page. All right. I'm not going to do any trash in here. I'm just going to say, all right. We got Bang, we got Bomb, and we got Fubuki. No, not her 12-year-old sister. We got Fubuki. So, I said I wouldn't, but I did it anyways. So, yeah. From here on out, leave it to the adults. Chapter 137, Resonance. So, all right. Fubuki looking pretty fire there, gotta say. Of course, you guys already know I'm definitely Fubuki. I'm definitely over Tatsumaki. Which actually, now that I say that, I'm a little worried. Dragon's Rage also is in here. Says, yo, Dragon's Rage, what's up, man? Vib saying, just a small tip, Griever, just in case. The art and the choreography of this chapter was really good, so pay more attention to that. And I thought it was a little odd, but I'm like, okay, but now Now I'm a little worried, guys. Is this going to take away from Gar? Are we going to do Tatsumaki and now Vib's just kind of like, okay, it's a good chapter, I like it, come on, man, react to it, but just don't focus on the Tatsumaki hate. I'm a little worried right now that might be the reason he's saying this, because I don't think there's been a chapter where I haven't talked about when the art is great. The art is great. It's like, God damn, this looks beautiful. So, ooh, Vib. It was smart of you to say that. It was smart of you to try to catch me with that, but let's see. That's just my assumption as to why Vib would tell me to do that. Just don't, as though I would focus on something else. That's what I'm implied here. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, reading between the lines when it's just black and white. But I'm reading between the lines a little bit, and I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. It's like, oh yeah, just focus more on this, as though I had something else to focus on. Like the fact that Tatsumaki is a horrible character and she sucks. Other than that, right? So, alright, so that was the cover page. We have typeset, of course, and redraws and cleaning was Vib, of course, who is in the chat, so let's see. Alright, starting off. Oh! We're getting like all the S-Class together. Opening page, we're not doing too bad. First panel. Hey, we got, of course, the group with Dark Shine, or Super Alloy, whatever. We got Child Emperor, Atomic, yada, 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 right, Zombie Man? Fubuki, Bang, and Bomb show up. Man, like half of the S-Class is here. This is crazy. What a coincidence. Let us in on the action, too, says Bang. Bang's like, ho, ho, ho. Ladies and gentlemen, I am ready to go. I'm Bang. How do you do? I kick ass. Bang is awesome. Bang, Bomb, Fubuki. All right. And Atomic's like, Bang! And Child Emperor, Bang, son! I'm like, yes, you two know where your place is. This is Bang. Bang is, like, forget Blast and shit. Bang is the dude. Bang's the one, yeah. I love Bang. Bang is one of my top 5 characters in One Punch Man. I love Bang. You know, he's right above Dragon Fan. He's right above Dragon Fan as top 5 characters. So, what are you doing here? Child Emperor. What are you doing there, man? This is Bang. Why are you questioning Bang? Bang can go where he wants. He is Bang. Bang, bang. Huh. Perhaps you find that odd considering you excluded us from the operation. Oh. Smack, smack. Lion paw. Sit down, small cub. Let me tell you. Huh. You find that odd because you excluded me out of this. Well, you don't really tell me what to do, child. So, no. I'm just paraphrasing. I'm reading too much into that. This of course, Bang and Bomb and Fubuki were not part of the initial operation that Child Emperor was in charge of and such. So, yeah. They're a little shocked to see them there and stuff. And of course, Bang's like, yeah, he's a little salty. It's coming off a little salty from Bang. Like, yeah, you excluded us from this operation, so I just decided to come anyways. Atomic says, what? And let's see. What's going on, Child Emperor? I thought you said Bang didn't participate because you couldn't get a hold of him. Ooh. If that was mentioned before, I forgot that. I thought they were just having a fun little salty banter there. Ooh, okay. Thomas like, wait, seriously? We went to this operation without Bang because he didn't answer his cell phone. Not that you excluded him. Why the hell would you exclude Bang? So let's see. Well, there's a reason now. I forget this reason. I don't remember this part. But I forget this reason. Let's see. So Child's very nervously looking down. I feel bad for Child. I've grown, fond is not the right word, but I've actually grown to not hate Child Emperor like I did before. And I've actually enjoyed a lot of Child's character development. Even forgetting the redos of chapters and stuff. And no, they're not redraws, guys. They're redos. Yeah, fight me. We're never going to agree on that. But I actually have started to really enjoy Child's character. And here's just another example. These little things like Child Emperor is still a child, and even though he can be confident, he's like, well, there's still a reason that these little things, it's these little notes in the manga that actually really accentuate his character. I enjoy that. So Bang then says, many of them may have feared that I wouldn't be able to fully let go of my leniency for my foreign student Garo, I imagine. That probably was the reason. As I said, I don't keep up. I don't reread One Punch Man. One read is enough for me, sort of idea. So I am going to forget things. I'm not the Wikipedia entry for One Punch Man information. Surely I would probably fail at a Jeopardy quiz. So I probably forgot that this was mentioned before, and this is why Bang, one of the higher ups probably told Child you can't include Bang because he might not be able to go all out. But Bang has deduced this, and he, says, from a purely military perspective, there's no choice but to have doubts. Bang understands. Bang is old and wise. He knows. And he understands this. And then he says, looking badass, beautiful panel here. No need to worry. I will take the responsibility of putting Garo to rest with my own 2 fists. Yeah. You go, Bang. The only dude who can make bad posture look badass. The only dude I've ever seen that can make bad posture look badass is Bang. And he's earned it. I mean, the man's old. Let's see. In all honesty, he pats him on the back. It's okay, Child. In all honesty, I am thankful for the opportunity to take responsibility for this as a teacher rather than a hero. The decision to exclude me from the operation was truly the best one. I am in your debt, young man. And Child, see, once again, I love Bang, but I think Child's reactions here is really stealing this scene. Like, he looks so troubled. He feels so bad. He knows he made the right, as Bang says, you made the right, cold-hearted, military decision. No emotion involved. You made the logical choice. You weighed the gamble, you did the odds, and you understood that the factor was there, and you went another avenue. It was the right choice to make, but Child is still a child, and he still feels extremely conflicted by this. And we see this, and Murata did a fantastic job with this facial expression. I'm really feeling like I want to be like, oh, Bang is stealing the show of the scene, but for me, it's the reactions of Child Emperor. It really is. Fubuki then talks to Tank Top Master and says, please, everyone, if you have a plan for backing up my sister Tatsumaki, then start quickly. This is why Viv told me we're going to do Tatsumaki versus Psychos. The worst thing to ever happen to One Punch Man. Tatsumaki versus Psychos. But okay. I'll help you out with anything you decide. Blizzard of Hell. Blizzard of Hell. Okay, says Yan Yan. Fubuki says, I'm certain my sister is already losing consciousness. Last time we saw her, she was... I mean, I'm all good that Tatsumaki gets her ass kicked. The shit that's been being pulled that entire horrible fight, the entire time with... oh yes, I have you in death grip. No you don't. I go full power. You have me in death grip. Tatsumaki has been pulling a, this isn't even my final form attitude like 3 times in that fight. So if she's actually physically losing when we jump from this page, from this panel, I'll be thrilled. That'll be the best thing to happen in this fight because Tatsumaki has to run out of energy. Like, Jesus Christ, I know she's super powerful. I know she's a bad version of Jean Grey. But what, like her, she must have a limit. And it's always been like the way the fight has gone. It is showcased different. Now, once again, it wasn't part of the webcomic from what I understand. So this is definitely going to be a different avenue and Murata's trying different things. So, and I'm not going to blame him too much for all of that, Like this isn't my final form. That's classic of most shonen. So, I'm okay with that, but it seemed to drag on, and I was so glad when they got away from that fight. So it'd be nice to see Tatsumaki truly, not the whole, I was limited by worrying about the hostages. I was limited by not going full power. I was limited by worried about destroying stuff. No. She's literally losing straight up legit because she's been beat up, been battered, and she's running out of stamina. I would enjoy that because that would make her seem more, So this is all conjecture. We might not even jump over to that fight. But let's see what the chat's saying before I get into that. Solar Warrior says, "Hi, I just woke up a few seconds ago." Well, I'm glad to welcome Solar Warrior. It's good morning to you. Good Christmas Eve morning to you, sir. And what better way to wake it up than with a cold, hard beer and a One Punch Man live stream from Griever? Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to wake up to me either, but, my wife has to deal with that. MC Dude said, "It is a good chapter, I say. So far, I'm really liking this chapter." Dragon Surge says, "I like tats, so I am not worried at all." Fair point. Miss Content says, "I know what Viv means about the choreography being more detailed than usual. I'm looking forward to it." MC Dude says, Hyped up bang is a good look for him." Absolutely it is. It's a very good look for him. It seems that when I read the chat, like I jumped in here and there was 15 people watching, and then all of a sudden it drops down to like 9. Like I feel like you guys just want to see my reactions. It's like, well, shut the fuck up. Don't worry about the chat. And I'm like, but that's how I do things. It's so funny. MC Dude said he's been a little too stoic lately. A little bit, yeah. Viv said it was mentioned like 40 chapters ago. Oh, that's why I wouldn't know it. I would not know that. Solar Warrior said, "To be honest, the only reason I'm still reading One Punch Man is for 2 reasons. Because of Garo and Griever making streams of One Punch Man." Solar Warrior, my guy, my dude. Yeah, like the only reason, that, honestly, like I want to just be like, yeah, of course. But honestly, thanks, man. That means a lot. That means that doing these, even if I'm only doing it for one person, even if only one person gives a shit, you give a shit enough that you're like, I read One Punch Man for one character, but also to see this one YouTuber. If I dropped it tomorrow and Garo was out of it, you would that means a lot, man. I appreciate it. I don't have the words. MC Dude said, "Notable that he specified putting Garo to rest." Yeah, that's a big deal. Like he's going to take him out. That I could see it. It would be poetic. Like if anybody was going to kill Garo, I'd be okay. Like I'd stop reading One Punch Man, of course, but I think it would be a fitting end that Bang puts the final blow to Garo if he went. It'd be emotional as hell too. I think that's a great idea. If you were going to kill off Garo, let it be because he went too monstrous, and that's not what really Garo truly wanted, and Bang has to do it. That would be raw. That would be perfect. I mean, once again, I wouldn't be reading One Punch Man anymore, but I think it'd be a fitting end for his character if you're going to kill him. Excuse me. Vib says, "Bang must have did something to Fubuki off screen to be smiling like that." Satsuki. Where is Satsuki? Where is that man? That Tampa Bay Buccaneers lover. Where the hell is he? He should be in my streams. Actually, he's been in a few of my streams. I'm just playing. Bang must have did something to Fubuki off screen to be smiling like that. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing something to Fubuki. I mean, once again, that's a real woman. Doesn't look like her 9-year-old sister. So I'm good with it. MC Dude says, "Was there some leniency in that translation, or is Bang committed to putting Garo down now?" No. I maybe I misread that, MC Dude. Bang is committed to putting Garo down now. Like he's like, don't worry about it. I'm gonna take him down. So, Solar Warrior says, "I personally never liked Jean Grey. I'm not her hugest fan either, but I feel like Tatsumaki is like a bitchy, bad attitude, lolly version of Jean Grey. So everything that was good, like you basically took the Jean Grey character and just added more negative aspects to her character. That's just me, but that's the way I've always felt. Dragon Trade says, "I like King more than Garo, to be honest." No. Garo's the best character. I mean, Dragon Fan is close, but Garo is the best character. King's awesome, though. King is awesome. Keishan Prime is in here. Yo, what's up, Keishan? Everybody, go check out Keishan Prime. I'm sure he's already done a One Punch Man reaction. If he hasn't, it'll definitely be out because that man is on top of things. Keishan Prime says, surprised you did this stream, much less this early. Kudos. Thank you so much, man. And I'm only doing this because Vib said, yeah, I'd like to see you do it. So I went... Once again, I am not a huge YouTuber. Keisha would know this. You know, we're roughly in the same ballpark when it comes to fans and subscribers. So if I get even one person, it's a personal thing right now because you're not that big. You only have a select small group of people that really enjoy your content and want to watch your content for you. So when those same people say, you know what, I'd really like to see you react to this, it motivates me to want to react to that, you know? It only takes one person. It takes one person to say, hey, I'd really like to hear your thoughts on this new video game. Hey, I'd like to hear your new thoughts on this anime. Hey, I'd like to hear... That's all it takes for me to go, all right, that's fair. You want to hear what I have to say about it? I'll try to make some content out of it. You know, that is definitely something that I find... Maybe it'll go away if I ever did get like 1,000, 10,000, 50,000 subscribers. Maybe that personal level will go away. But for right now, it is one of the pros of having a smaller fan base, a smaller subscriber base, I should say, that you have that. So, yeah. But Dragon's Rage says, I feel Bang is a bit conflicted about Garo. I don't think Bang in his heart wants to kill Garo. Not at all. Not at all. But he says he will do it if he has to. So, anyway, let's jump back to the chapter. So, yep, as I called it, we are jumping back to the worst fight in One Punch Man. Beautifully drawn fight in One Punch Man. One of the greatest drawn fights in One Punch Man, however. That can't be denied. That whole earth cutting thing and stuff was beautiful art. That was gorgeous. But definitely one of the weakest fights in One Punch Man. However, let's see what we got here. We got the big spiral. Huge spiral of... Oh. Okay, so I know it was sort of like foreshadow might not be the right word, but like Fubuki said, like my sister is losing right now pretty much. Okay, so she's on top of the spiral and Tatsumaki is on her knees, bleeding from everywhere and unconscious by the looks of it. And then we jump forward and... okay, I don't know what's going on here. We have a plane and another plane. Okay, Psychorochi is a plane now. I guess I forgot that when that happened. She turned herself into a plane. And she's fighting, I assuming that's Drive Knight doing that shit with that plane or something like that. And they seem to be doing some Top Gun version combatant sort of stuff going on. I could be wrong about that too. Man, like it's like I forget everything that happened in the last chapter. So Tatsumaki's still in that tower doing this. She's kneeling down. She seems to be unconscious, sort of like Fubuki said, but she's doing this. And Psychorochi says, Tatsumaki, if I could just take her down. She seems frustrated. But Tatsumaki's doing that. What is she doing that's getting in her way? She seems to be almost unconscious. It doesn't look like at the top of this tower, she doesn't appear to actually be physically doing anything. But maybe she is? Maybe she's put up a barrier, a shield? I don't know. But Drive Knight, I assume that's Drive Knight in the plane. Or I don't know who that is in the plane. I thought it was Drive Knight. Or it's one of Metal Knight's creations or something. I'm not sure. I thought it was Drive Knight, but we'll see. So forgive me, guys, if I don't know who the hell's in the plane. Next page. Okay. Firing 2 shots, trying to get straight to Fubuki to take her out. Or Tatsumaki, sorry. Drive Knight's plane. I'm just going to keep saying Drive Knight's plane. Jumps. Boom. Gets in the way. Blocks a couple. But another one gets past this Megazord Drive Knight, Metal Knight thing. Once again, who the fuck is this? What's this? I assume this is Drive Knight. Oh no. and one gets past. The plane goes forward. The page is frozen. And boom! A blast comes from the tower. And it's... Oh! That looks nice. That's a really nice panel there. Having, Genos right there. And Tatsumaki is still holding her hands up. Did she put up a barrier or something? Am I missing something from the last chapter? What's going on? Before we keep reading, I'm sure the chat is going nuts going, no, you, Griever, you idiot. That's not Drive Night, that's this. And yes, this happened last chapter. And Tatsumaki is doing this for doing that, ABC. Sorry guys, it's been a while since I did a One Punch Man thing. So I'm just going to jump back to the chat and see what they're telling me and how stupid I am. Yeah, I would appreciate you guys leaving the insults at the door. But fair enough. But let me know what the hell's going on here because I'm a little confused. MC Dude said, Waifu Rochi. Ah, yes, the old Waifu Rochi. See, she's not waifu anymore because I've been so dragged down by her current appearance, by this bad fight. I have no love for either of the combatants anymore. Drive Knight better get out of there soon because I actually like Drive Knight. Get away from this terrible fight. Got hit by Drive and slammed against the barrier. Yeah, not really waifu anymore. Right, not really waifu anymore. Not at all. She's a plane now. She's a fucking plane. Solar Warrior said Tatsumaki is the one who made the barrier. Ah, right. So I thought she was holding up a barrier. That's what I thought. I was just making sure. Danger Cod is in here. Says Tatsumaki is keeping up the giant barrier, caging psychos. Right, yeah. Okay, yeah. I thought that was the case, but she's not protecting herself. That's why she can go after. It's not like she's put up a barrier between herself and Psychorochi. It's been a whole... Right, yeah. All right, makes sense. But thank you for letting me know, because as I said, I was getting a little confused and I was unsure. Vib said Drive Night. Yeah, I thought it was Drive Night. He can transform, remember? I assume you read the chapter when he fought the cat. Yeah. I don't remember seeing this Megazord gladiator-looking form of his, like this Yu-Gi-Oh! Card villain Night version. So maybe that was part of it, but I forget that. I knew Drive Night did the whole motorcycle thing and drove down the tower and jumped up and, all that stuff. But I was more focused on the Dark Shine stuff last chapter than focusing on what was going on in the background, so I sort of forgot. But thanks for letting me know, Vib. Solar Warrior said, Psychos, I never really loved, only calling her wife Orochi because I forgot her name. I hated her. Yeah, and Vib laughs about that. It's like, yeah, no, she had the body of a waifu, right? She had the nice long flowing locks of hair. She had the librarian, oh, did you forget your library book? Sort of, that sort of idea. Slender body with the huge tatas and the curves to match it. She had the physical appearance of, please, Miss Librarian, punish me sort of vibe coming from her. And I was good with it. I was good with that. I'm not really into that. What would that be? You're a masochist or you're a sadist? Which is which? I always forget that shit. I'm not into that sort of lifestyle. But either way, not that I'm into that, but I got that vibe from her and it was working, like her appearance and stuff, the naughty librarian thing. It was working. The naughty teacher sort of idea. I've seen enough on Pornhub. I know what you sick perverts are into. Definitely not me. Definitely not me. Never been on Pornhub in my life. But yeah, so Vib said he showed 6 forms, so you probably don't remember it. Yeah, that's probably it. That's why I said, did we see this before? Either way. So we have over 15 people in here at my current check right now, but only 6 likes. Come on, guys. Like that stream. All right, so let's move on. So far, I'm liking these panels. Viv was right. Focus on the art because so far each panel has been just really, really nice. So let's jump over here. And General's Tatsumaki. She's fainted, and, Fubuki was right. Like, she's been keeping up this barrier, but she's doing it subconsciously at this point. So she's fainted. And then we see who? So she's got that little, that Rocky moment when he's like unconscious, but then he remembers stuff and he can hear Adrian's voice, Adrian! And then boom, right back to, so let's see. Who? Mind your own business. Don't make me expect anyone's help. Sounds like things she would say. Or somebody saying this to her. And now we're seeing Tatsumaki in a cell-like room with a coffee cup, a tin coffee cup, of course. For some reason, they always give them those really bad tasting, like that, you get that aluminum flavor off it, those metal tin cups in prison. Like as though they're going to do something with a Tim Hortons or a McDonald's, I mean, maybe they do. Can you take a McDonald's, like, double friggin', like, coffee cup, with the Christmas sticker on it and everything? Can you turn that into a shiv or something? I'd be more worried about them using the metal tin to bash their heads in, but let's see. So we see Tatsumaki sort of in the fetal position as I was going to say a small child, but she's already a small child, so smaller than usual. In the fetal position in the corner. Are we going to is this chapter a Tatsumaki flashback? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm going to hit the next page, and if I see one more panel of flashback, we got to pour this other beer. Yeah. 18 years ago. Don't even need to see the rest. Yep. I'm going to need this because I don't want this to be, Viv will hate me, if I go on a Tatsumaki hating her story sucks, I can't see past her, I'm wearing nope, hate goggles, and I'm really not like that, in all honesty. Unfortunately, for some things, I'll admit yes, but in general, I'm always like, okay, I hate this character, like the woman in Jujutsu Kaisen. I've only read 8 chapters so far. She's introduced right now. I hate her. Apparently, she is the waifu. She's the best female character in all of Shonen right now. So, clearly I haven't seen enough of her character, right? But I'm always open to it. I'm always open to learning more. So, I'm just gonna, let's close the book on the hate. Let's leave that at the door, and let's see what we get here. Let's see what we get, right? Let's see. 18 years ago, some research settlement. Well, that explains a lot. All right, we're looking at, so is this like a Sonic Adventure 2 battle sort of starting? Shadow the Hedgehog kept in a government secret facility? All right, wow. Okay, this thing seems pretty big. It's got a run. It's some hybrid monster sample is going berserk. Okay, so they were experimenting here. They were trying to create hybrid monsters, and it's escaping. It's crashing through. Okay, wow. Hybrid monsters going berserk, and the scientists are running away, and this thing looks like some bloated, like, gluttony sort of thing from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And it's stomping around. Ugh, it looks gross. And then we see Cell 101. That's where Tekking's locked up. He keeps claiming he's in Pennsylvania, but yeah, this is where Tekking lies. In some secret government facility, they keep him under the cage cell 101. And we see the steel door. It's Tatsumaki. Wait, run, let me out. Don't leave me. So Tatsumaki, as a smaller child than she is currently, as a little kid, is being kept in this government facility, which of course is some weird square box. All right. Really, a card reader on the door? That just so we're clear, guys. That would not be. I know I'm nitpicking. I'll be quick. You never put the card reader on the door because you don't want somebody to hack in wirelessly to the readers. So when you have a card reader system like that on a door, I install them. So you would put that on the door frame because you need physical wires, hardwired, if you will, to run to the door. The thing is, how would you hardwire a door when the door opens? You would pinch the wires. The wires would get caught every time. They have to come into there somehow, and you don't trust those ones in the hinges. They break after like 3 months, even the ones of today break. So card reader, door hinge. That's just a little nitpick, though. That's just a little nitpick. For all of you who are wondering, how does that card access system work in the government facility that we don't know where it is that Tatsumaki's in? Yeah, no. But you would never put a card reader on the door. But that's okay. That's okay. That's just a nitpick from my electricalness. All right, let's see. So they're running away. Oh, I'm just noticing. I'm going to read the panels, guys, but I'm jumping to this panel. Tatsumaki has never looked like that's a freaky expression on her face. Like, it's simplistic in nature, but I think it really works because her hair's all like, she still has the curls, but it's like wet with the sweat. It was really well done. I really like this panel. Director, what about that kid? That one has no potential. Leave her. Little did they know. Prioritize the promising subjects first and get those out of here. Yes, sir. And now she's horrified. She's heard this. And now the crazy monster comes for her. She looks terrified. Oh my. Oh. Oh. Imagine being trapped right behind this one steel door. And something like that comes at you. I mean, this really... I like the sort of corner's eye view. It's not exactly a bird's eye view. You know, you have worm's eye view and bird's eye view. That's basic comic structure. But this one here is more like a corner's eye view. You know, you take the corner of the room, you put a camera, and you view down. Oh, man, this thing looks bloated and grotesque. Ugh. Looks dangerous as fuck. All right, let's see. And now it's blowing all the, like, you can see the, like, steam and the breath coming off, and it's blowing all Tatsumaki's hair back. And then she closes her eyes like she's going to resign herself to her fate, it seems. She looks so distraught and just done, like defeated. And then we have the monster attack. Breaks the door, I mean, easily. So forget the card reader, because it don't matter at all when it comes to this thing. And boom, a small Tatsumaki. All right, I know this is supposed to be emotional, but that tiny little figure, it's like she's just all like, she's got such stubby little arms. Like, it's like throwing one of the claymations. Like last night, me and my wife watched the Rudolph, the claymation, the old Rudolph cartoon, and it's like you take the little Hermie doll and like throw it at the wall. I know it's supposed to be emotional, and it is, but that just little drawing right there in the bottom panel looks pretty funny. It's like, oh, you resigned yourself to fate. This is an emotional moment. Boom! You know, smack down, bitch. You know, I know. Let's get sad. Let's All right. I'm ready. I'm ready for the emotional investment. Let's go. I'm emotionally invested in black panels. All right, that came out wrong. Black panels. I'm emotionally invested in black panels. Oh, God. Trending on Twitter. He's emotionally invested in black. He thinks Latinas are bad. No, didn't say that. So I don't know what these characters mean. I assume it's just thump or something. Okay. I know this is one's art style, but I was prepared to be emotionally invested. And now seeing, like, out of the darkness, blink, these really terribly drawn eyes. Okay, all right. But let's just focus on the backstory. But yeah, I was ready, guys. I was ready for the, like, great art, the sadness, the tears, and okay, so now we're going to go, all right. So if she's in the darkness, she got bashed her face in. She opens her eyes. Someone says, you can come out. Let's see. Who is it? Oh! It's Blast! It's Blast. Okay, so now this is starting to make a lot of sense as to why Tatsumaki, you know, her feelings towards Blast. Now we're starting to see a little bit. Okay. And That shot of the monster just completely like a hole caved in, like the eyes, like, oh, fantastic art. So we see Tatsumaki walking towards Blast. Tatsumaki's shocked. Who? I am Blast. I work as a hero. Alright, see, they're still shadowing the face because at the end of the day, is Blast Saitama from the future? We are all questioning it. And they're doing this on purpose and making Blast look like he could be Saitama with Gohan hair. Like, that's what we've been looking at. He's got the variant. I know Vib's gonna hate me because I made a Dragon Ball Z reference, but don't tell me that hair doesn't look like Gohan. You know, the spiky black hair sort of idea. Okay, so Blast is here. The suit, all right, I can dig it. Like we already saw this before. We knew what Blast looked like, but I just want to reiterate that Blast is looking pretty cool. We jump over. He's got some sort of like cube in his hand. It says, "Well, I say that, but I do have a proper job too. I guess this is more of a hobby." Oh no. The fan base is going to go nuts with that because that is such a Saitama thing to sort of say. I work as a hero, but I do have a proper job too. I guess this is more of a hobby. That could be in line with Saitama's nonchalant. They're laying it on so thick that I don't think Saitama is Blast, but at the same time, people tend to forget this is a shonen parody manga based on the classic tropes. I mean, it's evolved since then, but that was the core essence of the webcomic, from what I understand. So it would be definitely laying it on so thick, the foreshadowing that's like, all right, I'm still 50-50. This is not helping me to go one way or another, but that's pretty cool. What that cube is, though, that interests me. Why has he got this cube? What is this cube? That interests me. So Tatsumaki, shocked, hero. Blast says, by the way, why didn't you use your power? Tatsumaki looks afraid and defeated. My psychic powers won't work. It's not nice to lie. Ooh. Blast looks on. Oh, he's got some of that star sideburn, that JoJo fucking sideburns. Did you believe, or Renjiabarai, did you believe they'd let you go if you held back your power because you would be deemed useless to them? All right, now we're understanding why. Little did they know, Tatsumaki was hiding her abilities because she thought they would be her way to escape. Okay, all right, yep, that makes sense. You believe that they would let you, all right, because you deemed useless. Yeah, all right. Seeing this line of reasoning, Tatsumaki looks like she's on the edge of tears. It doesn't matter anymore. Whether I leave this place or not, there's no one out there who needs me anyways. Okay, well, if Fubuki is her sister, at this age, wouldn't Fubuki have been born by this point? I don't know how old Tatsumaki is supposed to be here, and once again, guys, not trying to harp on this, but it's really hard to tell how old she is. Like, you could tell me she's 20 right now, and I would be like, fine, she doesn't look like she's 28 right now anyway, so if you told me she was 20 right here, I'd say sure. But I'm curious. No one needs me anymore. Not to say that, like, maybe she doesn't know about Fubuki yet, or maybe Fubuki's not born there, and maybe she's like, my sister doesn't need me. You could go on that line. So, all right. So far, this isn't a terrible backstory. It's a little, once again, it's a little basic, but it's certainly not bad. A lot of classic and good backstories are simplistic in nature, and it doesn't make them bad. It doesn't make them, because then they don't become over convoluted. So this is not a bad backstory for Tatsumaki, especially given her character. I have to say I'm enjoying this more frail, unsure of her powers, more scared than anything else Tatsumaki. This has probably been my favorite I've ever seen at Tatsumaki. So that's a good thing. Then we jump over. Papa and Mama sold me off. And we see her crying. Okay. Okay. You know, once again, Tatsumaki is definitely my most hated character in almost all of manga. If we're being straight up. She's in the top 10. But this is certainly not a bad backstory. This is, once again, simplistic in nature, but some of the best backstories don't need that many details. They can be simple. And this is simple, and it works, and it's making a lot of sense. It's definitely adding, it's certainly not making her go into the negative. She's certainly getting positives. I don't think I'll ever actually enjoy Tatsumaki. But this backstory certainly isn't hurting her character. This is quite good. This is I expected to get something like this because a lot of people were defending, a lot of webcomic readers were always lashing out at me or defending Tatsumaki when I would shit on her a lot. So I always assumed there would be something. I guess I assumed something similar to this, maybe not this this specifically, but I always assumed that there would be a method to the madness, if you will. But okay. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Why don't we jump over to the chat, make sure we're not missing anything, and then we'll come back. Oh God, Jesus. I got a lot to get through. So let's get through this. It's already 5 o'clock. I only got like an hour of stream left. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Dragon's Rage says, at least she still has glasses, Griever. I mean, yeah. I would show you guys, but right now the stream's a little long. But my wife, I think I told you guys before, my wife got LASIK and I didn't want her to. Hence why I keep the old ponytail, because it pisses her off. So, you know, compromise in a marriage, guys. Compromise. If she does something you don't like, you do something she doesn't like. Fill the hate. Good. Let the hate flow through you. But she actually did... she framed her old glasses for me with a picture of her in glasses, just as a Christmas gift one year. So I have that still. I still have that picture. It's funny. Solar Warrior said, I just found her to be cocky for no reason. That's true. She just keeps getting her ass beat, but she acts like she is the shit. Hell, her plan was to hide like a coward, but still having pride. That is very true. Her character-wise, Segorochi is not a very good character. She's kind of a bitch. Solar Warrior says, Tatsumaki is too strong. Yes, agreed. But at least she usually backs up her words. True. But once again, the problem is she backs up her words, but she is a little too strong for the series. It appears, anyways. It appears. Excuse me, guys. You know what it's like. I burp a lot when I've been drinking. Dragon says, I feel like you're going to like this part of the chapter. So far, absolutely. Vib said, Griever, just read 5 pages quickly. I mean... honestly, I've enjoyed this part of the chapter. This is probably my favorite version of Tatsumaki, as I said. I've enjoyed it. Viv said, lol, it's going to get better. And it did. It did. Dragon's Rage said, Tatsumaki is being fleshed out. This is great. The backstory is happening a bit earlier than expected. Okay, for webcomic readers, maybe this is at a place for them. But I think it was necessary for me to even have an ounce of respect, or I won't even go as far as like. But at least it's making Tatsumaki less one-dimensional, you know, less parody, less, throw her in, you know. It's making her more fleshed out, if nothing else. Vib says, I'll be sure to tell Murata about the card reader. You had better, Vib. You had better tell him and be like, look. And I'm not being, I am literally telling you guys that physically speaking, a card reader on a door does not work. That is a bad idea. Not that it hasn't been done, but every time a company comes in and does that, I'm the one who has to go, cut everything back, redo the door, and, you know, fish down the door frame and do it properly, because it fails. Even if you manage to get it to work, it fails after you use the door, I don't know, 30, 40 times, you know? So it's a horrible placement. Anyways, MC just said, Griever, the A-class hero installation expert. Yes, that's my hero name. That's my hero name. Come up with a hero name involving that, guys. Come on, come up with a hero name for me. I can be the A-class hero. I'm good. No, you know what? If I was A-class, I'd be lower A-class or top B-class. How about that? Why don't we come up with a B-class, like I'm top of the B-class, but I just can't quite make it to A-class yet. Why don't we come up with that? I'll be the installation expert, B-class hero. MC Dude said, it's Rover's obese cousin. That's where I was getting that vibe. It's Rover. It's Rover. Absolutely. Absolutely. Vip says, I just watched the first half of The Mandalorian, and that monster reminds me of the Krayt dragon. Yeah, absolutely. The Krayt dragon, the Krayt dragon. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. The first half of The Mandalorian, you saw the Krayt dragon. You mean the first half of season 2, you mean? Because that's where you would have seen it. The Krayt dragon, I don't believe, was in the first season. There was that rhinoceros thingy, but Dragon's Rage said, wait, is this the moment that Griever finally starts warming up to Tatsumaki? If so, we are witnessing history. I'm not warming up to her. I'm just saying that she's not losing any points. She can only gain from this backstory thus far. She can only gain. MC Dude said, all you gotta do is develop a character to make you understand and maybe respect them. Yeah, that's true. Viv said, I'm emotionally invested in Black, Griever 2020. God, Viv. Jesus. I shouldn't have even brought it up because I knew that nobody would see that, but I heard it, and I heard it bad, and I was like, shit. This is the problem. This is the problem with live streams. You say shit on stream and live, and you can never take it back. Dragon's Rage says, I was going to quote him, but Viv beat me to it. You guys are great. Antonio Fito. I'm probably saying that wrong, Antonio. Antonio says, fucking Blast. Yeah, Blast. He's awesome. I actually like him. Dragon's Rage said, spoiler, that's Saitama with a wig. It could be. He went down to the local show. Wouldn't that be hilarious? He went down to the local anime store and bought a Goku, or well, not a Goku, but a Gohan wig. And he's wearing that would be hilarious. Because it looks like Gohan's hair. It would make so much sense. He's only missing the little spike. You know? It looks so much like classic anime hair that would be hilarious. Dragon's Rage knows what's up, ladies and gentlemen. Dragon's Rage knows what's up. MC Dude said, Saitama would have to put on a few inches to be Blast. That on top of having to become a time traveler. Or somebody else could have sent him another person with time traveling abilities. Remember Days of Future Past, the X-Men movie? Remember Back to the Future? The Avengers? Hot Tub Time Machine? I was going to do that joke, Terminator. I was going to do that joke that they did in the Avengers Endgame sort of idea. But either way, yeah. All time traveler movies, almost none of them are an actual time traveler. They always have a device that somebody else made, somebody invented, or somebody else has the power of time travel. It's always that. So, it's possible. Antonio says, looks a lot as the bearded worker, to be honest. Yeah. Looks a lot as the bearded worker. Are you talking about me? I mean, I got a beard. I don't really look like a classic worker where I got the long hair and the ponytail. That's it's not hipster shit. It's hippie shit. I'm not a hipster. God, I hate today. FLC Logic Dino. I'm just going to call you Logic from now on. Says, yep, he is Saitama, mate. All right. Misk Content says, I don't think they're suggesting he's Saitama. I have a theory about the similarities. Misk, make that video. I will watch it. Solar Warrior says, don't see why I should care for a damn quote. For a damn quote. What did I say about a quote? Anyways, I'm sure you're right. MC Dude said, pretty sure Blast is being set up to parallel Saitama rather than be him. Well, that's what I'm saying. They're laying it on so thick that they can go one way or the other. They can go, haha, you know that we're a parody of shonen tropes. Here you go, Blast was Saitama all along. Or they could go, haha, we laid it on so thick and we deceived you. That's the thing. They're both tropes. And you could go either direction and it would work. That's what I'm saying. I like that. Logic says, it's ridiculous that he has the same ideology, though. Yeah, he really does. It's very convenient. Yes. Miscontent says, basically becoming a hero just because you want to be a hero rather than as a job or something like that. A lot of the heroes is required to become as strong as heroes as they are. That is very true. Misk is just spitting facts here. Dragon's Rage says, Murata changed the costume. The webcomic costume was even more similar to Saitama's. Well, see, that no wonder they're laying it on so thick, right? Absolute said, I don't think so. Logic said, yep. Vib said she's 10 at this time. That makes Fubuki 7. I thought they didn't have a huge age gap because Fubuki is clearly a woman. So, yeah. So, yeah, where's Fubuki? Like, nobody cares about me. Papa and Mama sold me. But where's her sister? Is she an adopted sister? Like, are they not actually blood related? That wouldn't make a whole lot of sense, though, because they both have psychic powers. That would be really, really pushing it, you know? All right. Logic says, from what I can remember, he has more similar style to Saitama. Okay. Man, I got to get caught up here. Logic says, maybe it's the bad art, though, from one. It could be. It could be. MC Dude said, yeah, it's more simple design for sure, but that's just the webcomic. One's art isn't that bad, and he's gotten better since Dragon's Rage. It is that bad, man. Like, I could never read the webcomic. I don't know how you guys did it. That's bad. Garfield comics are better. You know, the Garfield comics, the Charlie Brown comics. Like, I'd rather read those. I really can't stand one's art style at all. But that's just me. That's just me. That's why we have a manga. So people like me, who would never be able to touch that, can still enjoy the Garo show. Logic says, come on, man. He gotten better, but it's nowhere near manga material. No, not at all. Not at all. It's absolute crap. Solar Warrior said, go off about Tatsumaki parents. Come on. I mean, we already went off. I know why Solo Warrior's trying to bait me, guys, because we already went off about parents in a previous stream. I went off about parents a lot, and actually, I believe it was me and Solo. We got into it pretty hard about parenting and about who's to blame, what makes a good parent, what's a bad parent, etc. We went some pretty philosophical, definitely some hard-hitting, home-hitting topics there. But yeah, about who's to blame, who's redeemable, who's not. I'm not going to go off on Tatsumaki's parents. It's not because I don't like Tatsumaki. It's because, well, you know what? Let's do a quick thing before I finish the chat. Tatsumaki's parents are evil. They're evil. They sold their child. It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty straightforward to me. Anybody who gives up their own life's blood shouldn't have been a parent. You know, now you can make exceptions to the rule, of course, the teenage pregnancy, rape, etc. You know, an unwanted pregnancy, they do happen, and some situations, it's all circumstantial, and some situations are unavoidable. I'm talking as a general rule. There are so many people that willingly have kids. This is why pro-life is damn stupid and pro-choice. I mean, I didn't mean to get political here, but like, let them decide, because eventually, you'll call that person horrible for giving an abortion. Won't you call it horrible when that kid turns into a gangbanger because mommy didn't love her and couldn't cope with being a mother in the first place, and you forced this pregnancy on this young woman? Like, it's a horrible idea. So, yeah, many people that have kids shouldn't have kids. But outside of let's just stay within the bracket of generalization. People willingly choose to have kids, keep a pregnancy, etc., have these kids, and then they are not meant to be parents, they're not fit to be parents, and bad things like this happen. My neighbor's daughter went to the hospital. I'm not going to name names, but my neighbor's daughter went to the hospital in handcuffs because she ended up cutting herself. She's 18, 19 years old. She ended up cutting herself and had to go to the hospital, but she refused to go, so the cops had to be called for the self-harm unit and the psychiatric evaluation and stuff, because you're not legally allowed to commit self-harm. You're not legally allowed to commit suicide. Who are you going to charge after it's done? But it's against the law. So then the cops had to come because she refused to go with the paramedics, and then they had to take her to the hospital in cuffs. And this is all due to the fact that her mother is a ball of shit that treats her children like crap, that literally locks them out of their own house, tells them they're not allowed to come home. And this is when she was 13 and 14. No wonder by the time she's 18, she's a little messed up in the head. Her teenage years, her adolescent years were screwed up by bad parenting. And no matter how good the father tried to cope, it doesn't work. So what I'm saying here is that, yeah, Tatsumaki's parents are evil. Selling your kid, you shouldn't have had a kid in the first place. You're a horrible human being. And that's what I got to say. And I don't think anybody who thinks anything less than that, anybody who would sell it their own child, doesn't deserve to even think about ever fathering or mothering a child in the first place. That's the way I believe it. And I think that there are a lot of people out there who are like that, who have children, and I feel so bad for those children. All right. That's my rant. There, I got into it for Solo. Just for you, Solo, I got into it. You baited me. You wanted it. There you go. I gave you 6 minutes of fucking, all right, so MC Dude says, let's not turn this into a Jack's mom discussion. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, we're not turning it into that again. All right, I already said my rant. We're good. Dragon Church said, I was one of those people who defended her. Yeah, some people do. Some people don't. I don't defend her. I think she's a horrible mother. Solar Warrior said, I was too, but this time I would be on Griever's side. Solo's actually going to be on my side with this. Okay. I might have said a few things he disagreed with, but sure. Miss Content says, oh Lord, not the Jack's mom discussion. Yeah, the Jack's mom discussion is still a thing. I got to actually make a video about that. Shouldn't I, guys? In the new year, why don't I make a video titled just Jack's mom? Is she redeemable or is she a piece of shit? What a great working title, And we'll talk about it. Maybe I'll do a podcast. I'll get everybody into Discord, and we'll just do a video, and I'll record it and put it on YouTube. Jack's mom discussion, and we'll hear everybody out. I'll moderate the whole thing and do that, and we can get everybody in there. That would be fun, because it seems to be such a hot topic, at least at the time. Miss Content says, also, I think this flashback takes place way too far in the past to be Saitama. Yeah, but if he's a time traveler, it wouldn't matter. Miss Content says, oh, well, I guess someone already mentioned it. Yeah. Dragon's Rage says, if Saitama with a wig turns out to be Blast, I would laugh. You know what? I would be that. I'm still telling you, if he went to an anime shop and got definitely, they can't say it, of course, because merchandising, but if they literally went there and you saw all the wigs of, like Naruto, Bleach, and Dragon Ball Z characters, like the One Piece, like Luffy's hat and stuff, and he picked up, that would be hilarious. I would be totally on board with that. That would make me laugh my ass off. Dragon's Rage says, Saitama would go down as one of the funniest characters in manga. You're welcome for it. I mean, if that were the case, that would be one of the funniest things ever. Yeah. Solar Warrior says, quote him as him Blast saying something Saitama would say. Oh, yeah. Vib says, yeah, Mandalorian Part 2. Yeah, okay, yeah. You were halfway through Mandalorian Part 2. Perfect. And what a great show, Vib? Antonio says, Blast looks a lot as the bearded worker from the H. Oh, looks like the bearded worker. Sorry, I thought you were talking about me. My bad, Antonio. My bad. But yes, I agree. Vib says, oh, Lord, here we go. Yeah, it's over now. I tried to limit it. I was watching the clock. I think I got it down to 6.5 minutes. I tried to wrap it up. But I need to give Solo. This is what you guys want. I need to give Solo something to fight over. So MC Dude hurt the emoji Dragon's Rage. Well, the stream got dark quick. Yep. Vib said that was a long small piece. A long small piece. Right. I love the oxymoron of that. Solo Warrior. Yeah, I agree. What you said about parents. So Solo. Perfect. Solo and I agree, guys. So no more fighting. Dragon's Rage said, I was one of the people who defended Tats, not Jack's mom. Hell no. Oh, okay, Dragon's Rage. I thought you defended Jack's mom. Never mind. Solar Warrior said, well, shit, whatever. Viv said, Griever, you only have half an hour. Let's just read quick. We can't afford tangents. That's true. That's very true. No, we're at 517. I'm on page 20. This thing can't be 80 pages, Viv. So calm down. I got to take a leak anyways. Though you're all right. I got to keep this moving. So I'll be right back, guys. Quick, very quick. Just got to drain the lizard, and we'll be right back. No more tangents after this. Viv's right. No more tangents. Don't have time for it. Alrighty, there we go. We're back. Vib's right though, no more tangents. We gotta finish this and I don't want to rush the rest of the chapter. Dragswood says, but Griever, if you finish this chapter, are you gonna read the redraw of chapter 137.222222? Yeah, you guys all know how I feel about redraws. They are as far as come on, focus camera, focus. Yeah, you guys all know how I feel about that. So I mean, we won't, once again, no more tangents. We won't get into that. But as far as integrity goes, as a creator and a writer, Murata's not winning any points with me. So I'm not reading redraws anymore. Fuck that. Don't count to me. But all right, let's go. So bottom of page 20. All right, so this is after Papa and Mama sold me off. So yeah, terrible parents. We talked about it. So Blast puts a hand on Tatsumaki, but you do have someone who needs you. Oh, look at baby Fubuki. She's so cute. She's such an adorable. What a cute little sister you have. This is Saitama. I'm really leaning. I'm 60-40 now that Blast is Saitama with a Gohan wig. Or he grew his hair back after he finally stopped being like self-hating on himself or whatever it is. Yeah. Aw, you do have someone who needs you. So yeah, okay, so they are blood related. That is the sister. Alright, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, alright, you do have someone. You need Fubuki. Protect your family. Tatsumaki looks up. Listen up. I'll give you one piece of advice for later. One piece of advice for later. To keep in mind for someone who has too much power. It's Saitama with a wig. It's gotta be. I'm on that train now, guys. 65-35 now. There we go. I think we glitched out there, guys. OBS disconnected for a minute. I hope I'm back. I'll check the stream. Yeah, okay. Maybe you guys didn't notice that, but it happened to me. It said OBS was disconnected. So either way, all right. So Wow. We're back anyways. Either way, stream says, yep. We're good. Okay. Yeah. All right. So Tatsumaki right here, looking like she's wearing the goddamn Ichigo hollow mask written in blood. Like, goddamn. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Ichigo from, when he did the hollow mask thing, when he evolved it, he had the two big stripes of red down the side of the face, and it was grisly, and this is, man. When the time comes, don't go expecting someone to save you when you have too much power. If I had more time, I'd want to talk about that. I'd want to read into that a little bit. But once again, we are on a small time crunch here, so we're just going to keep going. But I'm interested in that. That's not. I'm not going to say good or bad. I'm just there's some psychology going on with that statement. Let's see. So Tatsumaki gets her consciousness back. Big sis, can you hear me? So Fubuki is telepathy. We're coming to save you now. Hang in there. And she's trying her best. She's trying her best to get through to Tatsumaki. And then she smiles. Don't underestimate me. And then, okay. I mean, it's an interesting style doing the speed lines like that. It's big. It's taking up my whole monitor. But okay, so Fubuki's lurching forward. So, I don't want to say anything negative, but I'm going to anyways. Once again. No, you can do it, big sis, get up. Haha, yes, you're absolutely right, even though I was losing again. Haha! How many times is Tatsumaki expected to do this in this fight? That's my one negative of that. That was really cool. I really love the art, as Viv told me to focus on. And I like the art. I really like the art. But this is like the third or fourth goddamn time this has happened. Haha, it was Hostage's fault that I couldn't go out. Haha, I wasn't using 100% of my strength. Haha, this isn't even my final form. Haha, my sister talked to me. So, boom. Like, how many times? Like that, I'm getting sick of that. But I hate this fight too. So maybe that's part of it. It's not all Tatsumaki's fault. Either way, we got Drive Knight coming in. Boom, 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 boom to the plane. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so Tatsumaki doesn't appear to be actually doing anything though. So maybe she's just like, oh yeah, consciousness, keep that barrier up. If that's the case, fine with that part. Fine with that. But if she ends up going all out, then I called it. Then I'm like, yeah, no, don't like that. So, okay, we're doing some Star Wars pod racing here. Let's go through the tunnel. Vroom, 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 vroom. NASCAR on steroids. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Like this is what the Top Gun 2 movie is going to be all about, right? Actually, it's looking really sick. I love the way they're doing the speed lines in the back and stuff. Viv was right. The way they're shooting these shots of the plane fight is really well researched, really well done. I love the over the camera, the over the shoulder view of Drive Knight following into the plane. That's definitely a good view choice. And then we jump over and we're seeing the front. Like, yeah. This is pretty cool. Attacking. I don't really got much to say about all the gadgets and craziness that Drive Knight's pulling out. It's just like boom, 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 he's blasting. Use another technique, blast. It's like watching a Child Emperor fight. It's like, haha, ray gun. Haha, lightsaber. Haha, double ray gun. Haha, 2 lightsabers. Haha, super beam, special beam cannon. Like, it's just like you wouldn't keep track of them all. So either way, so he just firing on all cylinders. Seems like Psychorochi is sort of worried about it, but then out of the plane, there's this gross sort of like nucleus fucking thing in a mitosis mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Shit going on here with these globs and nuclei like Morpheus damn things from Legend of Zelda, the Water Temple boss. and boom, 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 and they seem to be ricocheting like some crazy bullet things. It appears they're shooting lasers from these eye thingies. Interesting. Are these all right? So it's driving it. Are these the Monster King's cells? As if his body was used like a seed and spread across the earth on a cellular level, devouring everything. Tatsumaki, you monster. If you had just held back a tiny bit, I'd have been able to retrieve... Ooh. Tatsumaki, you monster. If you had just held back a tiny bit, I'd have been able to retrieve cell samples easily. Drive Knight looking for his own, of course. Okay, so what's Whoa, what is Tatsumaki doing here? We see the two orbs. She's dark-faced. And we see crushing happen, and some lizard-looking things are jumping all around the place. Some big spikes are coming through the roadways where the planes are flying. We don't know what's happening. Boom, boom, boom. Is she gonna make some crazy monster cell cocoon or something like that? What is going on here? All these things are coming out of the ground. And then Drive Knight, boom, back into bike form, then into muscle form, then into plane form. Jesus, he just goes, I'm on a bike, I'm a Megazord, I'm in a plane. Jesus, even Batman doesn't change his gadgets. Or James Bond and Batman combined don't use this many gadgets in the span of time that Drive Knight does. It's crazy. So we're seeing a really cool highway level shot going towards the cocoon. I love the spirals and stuff. Looks like something cool you'd see out of Minecraft. And they're zooming out of the tunnel. What do we got here? Who's here? It's Genos. Genos is alongside the plane. Genos is alongside the plane as the plane is zooming through this underground tunnel, this freeway sort of idea, this highway. And Genos is speeding along. Psycho Roach is like, what? Genos jumps on the plane. He jumps on the plane. Demon Cyborg. He's like, ugh. And Drive Knight transforms. Megazord. Nice. And then what happens? Oh, two of those nuclei things firing at Genos from the back. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, no. Drive Knight jumped on top and took the hits. And he's like, yeah, don't worry about it. Oh, look at this shot. Page 35, guys. Look at this shot. It's like, haha, Iron Man. You didn't ever think of doing this. It's that sort of like the beam thing from the chest thing, but now Genos is doing one side, he's got his head ducked, and Drive Knight's doing the other. It's like, take this, bitch. Let's see it. Come on. See the blast. Oh, what? What? That's the end? That's how you end the chapter? What? At least show us the blast. What the hell? Oh, come on. That was a terrible way to end the chapter. That was a horrible, horrible way to end the chapter. And listen up. I'll give you One Piece. Chapter 1000, Looking Fire. Yeah. I wasn't the only one. I'm not the only one who noticed that One Piece thing. I guess this is more of a hobby. And no, this does not mean Saitama is blast. I better not see a single post about this on the sub. That literally is part of the evidence that Saitama is blast, man. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so that's the end of the chapter. We did pretty well. Wow, we dropped in people. We dropped in a lot of people. We were pushing almost 20, and now we're down to 5 or 6. Jesus. Either way, pretty good stream for Christmas Eve. I know, I'm surprised we got this many people in here. This is about as popular or as good as a normal stream. Are you guys like me? You got nothing better to do than to talk manga, on Christmas Eve? Nerds unite, right? You guys are just like me. Got nothing better to do on Christmas Eve. So that was a depressing thought. I didn't mean that to sound so negative and depressing, guys. I apologize. But yeah, so that's the chapter. We're gonna go through the chat here, and then we'll talk the rest of the chapter, I guess. So Dragon's Rage, if you finish this chapter, you're going to read the redraw. Oh, I already answered that. Yeah. No, I don't read redraws anymore. Fuck that. MC Dude, it didn't happen. Didn't happen. I'm never going to buy One Punch Man volume, so as far as I'm concerned, the redraws, the redos never happened. MC Dude said, stop. Solar Warrior says that Dragon's Rage, he already said he refuses to read the redraws. The redos, yes I do. Vib said, or Blast can just read minds. That's literally more plausible than time travel. Vib, buddy, I love you. Platonically. But you're talking about plausibility in a universe where a dude can punch a hole in the moon. That's like trying to apply gravity in the Marvel universe. It's like, fuck the rules. I have an Infinity Stone that says screw gravity, right? Like, it's no, that the plausibility is completely lost there for me, man. I mean, I understand what you're trying to say. Like, you're trying to get away from that time travel theory, but we have people that are walking around. The first episode has a dude who looks like a lobster from the waist up. Walking around as a monster. Plausibility went out the window with the very first chapter. I'm just saying. And a dude can work out, do push-ups, sit-ups, and run, and he can become powerful enough to punch a hole in the moon. If that were the case, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson would have long ago punched a hole in the moon. So, like plausibility is out the window, man. I'm sorry. Solar Warrior said, yeah, there was a lag. It's fine now. Yeah, it dropped, and then it came right back like 10 seconds later, but I just didn't want to continue right away. So MC said, also it's fine. He also said that line from Blast is like the crux of her character. It sort of is, I suppose. Once again, don't have a whole lot of time left, guys, but I would say, I wanted to get into that, but the short version of it is that MC Dude is right. That sort of brought about part of her character. Yeah, like it shaped who she is today, but definitely in a negative overtone because she's using it as she can't rely on anybody else. And that's a problem. And, I mean, it's human nature, of course. And she was only a 10-year-old when she heard that and the like. So she thought, oh, I'm so strong, so I have to be strong. I won't say that it doesn't make me excuse, like, her bitch of a personality going forward. It explains it, but it doesn't make it any better as far as I'm concerned. But at least we're starting to see why she acts like a total goddamn bitch. Maybe now. Pretty sure she quoted it before this as MC Dude. She probably did. Dragon's Rage said, I guess Tats had a blast from the past. Oh, come on. Kill me. Yeah. Dragon's Rage. Yeah. Everybody, take a knife in the chat. Throw it. Vib says, it's not you can do it. It's just survive will save you, which triggered her as she hates having others save her because of the big, bold quote you just read. It's not you can do it. It's just survive will save you. Which triggered her. Oh, I mean, yeah, but, and that's fine that that's part of her, that's what woke her up. I'm just getting sick and tired of Tatsumaki being defeated, but not really. But defeated, but not really. But defeated, but not really. That has been bugging me about this fight. But once again, it's not all Tatsumaki's fault, Vib. I'm trying to make that perfectly clear. I don't like Tatsumaki. You guys know this. However, this fight has been horrendous. It's been terrible. Yeah, the choreography, as Viv was pointing out for this chapter, was really nice and stuff, but I'm so sick and tired of this character. Like, we jumped from Garo to this. Nobody cares. Monster King Orochi was taken out like he was a side villain. Like, he did not matter. Dragon Fan was a more worthy adversary. So, yeah. Like, I'm so sick of this part of the fight. Like, let's go back to Garo and the S-Class and dealing with Garo. Let's get away from this crap. I just don't care. If Tatsumaki was involved with the Garo shit, I'd probably be much more happy. Maybe she will be. Who knows? Let's see. Solar Warrior said, Psychos turning herself into a jet is just so stupid. It annoys me, but I hate Psychos. Yeah, I agree too. Like, Drive Night doing it, sure. James Bond mixed with Batman. But this, yeah, I will admit, like, how the fuck, when did she turn to a jet and what the fuck? And Viv's there talking about time travel being plausible. When a monster woman creating towers and light beams out of octopus tentacles and cutting the earth in half went ahead and turned herself into a Top Gun jet. Like, Jesus. And I'm picking on Viv too much. I'm sorry, Viv. I'm picking on Viv too much. But, yeah, like, there's no plausibility whatsoever in this manga world. Things could start falling upwards out of the sky. Reverse gravity. And I'd be like, okay. Like, it would literally not surprise me. Fire would be wet at this point. Viv said, come on now, it was a great cliffhanger. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It was a great cliffhanger, but I wanted more. Viv said, wow, we dropped in people. It was probably the rant, I guess. No, it was not. It's usually the moment I get to the last page of the chapter, I've noticed, because I've watched it before on mini screen. I know Viv's just having fun, but I have noticed that a lot of people stay around for me to read the chapter. Literally, once I'm done the last page, people go. People leave. And that's fine. You're here. Literally, this is not just a, hey, let's sit back and chat, guys. This is a stream about One Punch Man reacting to chapter 137. Once I'm done reacting to chapter 137, you don't care about my afterthought, right? You leave. So I've noticed that, and that's totally good. Solo Warrior said, I don't care for Christmas or any holidays, really. I feel so sad for you, Solo. I feel so sad because, see, let's just go down the quick list. New Year's is my birthday, so birthday, gotta like that, presents and shit and day off. So my birthday is always a day off. I never have to work on my birthday. That's always a nice feeling. Let's see. Valentine's Day, yeah, not a whole lot of good memories with that one. You got Easter. Easter means smoked ham. Easter means a giant fucking ham. I love ham. I'm a carnivore, so yeah, ham. Thanksgiving, same deal. Turkey, God love it. Christmas, same deal again. Turkey, a lot of this is food-based. I get great food. Also, my birthday on New Year's Day, I always make a seafood chowder. It costs $100 to make a real seafood chowder. But you can make $150 pot of seafood chowder. That shit's divine. You eat that for days, But it's so expensive to make that, So, dude, holidays, presents and fucking family and drinking. And good food. That's what it's all about. MC Dude said, any closing thoughts on Tots' backstory? Once again, I don't want this to sound negative, but it was simple, but that's good. It's a good, simple backstory. I'm good with it. Do I feel like it has shaped her character? Yes, as we saw from that quote, and people have mentioned it already in the chat. Yes, the quote seemed to shape her from that point on, but I'd like a little more, sure, that quote might have shaped her attitude towards being a hero, but why is she such an arrogant bitch about it? It's still yet to be formed. The Tatsumaki I just saw as a 10-year-old did not have that attitude, and I understand why. I want an explanation for her to be a total bitch and a negative Nelly about everybody else is so much weaker than me. Like, you could argue that it's the whole, well, no one else will save you, so you need to be strong, put up this iron wall of defense and stuff, but I'm not really reading that. Like, it's a simple backstory and it works. There's not enough. It's that level of simplistic that I can accept it, but at the same time, then you can't over convolute it. You can't add a million headcanon details as to, oh, well, this one simple line completely made a 4-dimensional character. It's like, yeah, no, I'm not going to accept those details quite yet. I need more to this to show the progression as to how she ended up the way she did. That's all I want. It was a good backstory, though. It was a good backstory. It doesn't explain her currently, but it's starting to. It's a good start. Let's see. Solar Warrior says, or an organic being turns into a jet. Yeah, so that happens. Vib said, you should buy this volume. Check it out. Is this, it's Amazon.ca. Oh, you even went Canada. Thanks, buddy. One Punch Man, volume 18. Is that the one? All right. We got a few minutes still. I'm going to check this link. Is this the one with the redraws are in it? I'm assuming it is. Why specifically this volume? Because it's got Garo on the cover? I mean, I love the Garo on the cover stuff, but is this the one that has like the redone or the redos in it? Is that why Vib sent that to me? Or is Vib sending it to me because it's like, yeah, this is Garo, man. You should have it. Unfortunately, I'm the sort of person that, even though I really like Garo, unfortunately, I'm the type of guy who wants to have the whole collection. Like, to this day, I'm still mad that I have Star Wars on VHS and I have episode 1 and 2, but episode 3 on VHS does not actually exist. It's been pirated to a VHS tape and people make custom ones, but they never actually released Star Wars episode 3 on VHS. So I will never complete that collection. That bothers the fuck out of me. I got that. Well, it's not OCD in that way. I got like the collector bug. I don't like to call it OCD because a lot of things don't bother me when it comes to that shit. But when it comes to my collections, you know, and my manga volumes, my Blu-rays, my whatever, it's stuff like that, collector's things, then it bothers me. It's only within that tight, it's like a very specific level of OCD, very acute OCD. So I could never buy like 2 volumes of a series. I'd have to own the whole thing. And I'm never going to spend hundreds of dollars on One Punch Man, sorry. Never going to spend a dime on One Punch Man. Tenryo says, Solar Warrior says, sorry, possibility in One Punch Man is not a thing. Yeah, that's true. Tenryo's in here. Should Drive Knight and Genos perform the fusion dance? Absolutely. Fusion. Ha! Vib said, or you could get volume 19. It's literally all Garo fights. Once again, I appreciate it, man, telling me that that's where it is. But, yeah, no, I'm too OCD in my collections for that. Dragon's Rage said, Griever, you're making progress with liking tats. Remember baby steps? I mean, you could argue that I am, sure. But, I mean, I'm never going to like tats, guys. I got too much hate for that bitch. MC Dude says, I would understand liking her now, but before that, where did the backstory list Tatsumaki stands come from? I will never know. Exactly. People in my position before this chapter. How the hell? You know who it is? I saw a video the other day. This is going to be a little graphic, so anybody under 18, cover your ears. And it's not specifically about me. It's just that I saw a video that was going around. And it was about a dude, and people were memeing it, but it was about a dude who was crying yes while he had a woman in very, very sharp high heels stomp, and I mean stomp, on his balls. Those type of men probably like Tatsumaki. That's my only explanation. Before this chapter, it's the people who want their balls stomped on. People who like pain. People who want a woman to completely become their bitch. That's who likes Tatsumaki. Before this chapter, I want to reiterate once again. But yeah, I have no idea where they came from. Solar Warrior says, Ebsudu, because people tend to love strong female characters, but she's not really a strong female character. She's a bitch female character, and I deal with that in my workplace. I deal with people that you give her a little bit of power, like Tatsumaki, of course, very powerful, but you give, there's this one woman, and this is not a sexist thing, but because I've dealt with it with men too, but there's this one woman who took a little bit, she's a bit of a man-hater, and she takes a little bit of power, a little bit of middle management class, and she lords it over everyone. Like, she can tell everybody what to do, and you can't say shit. And it makes you despise these people. It's like, no, that's not her being strong. That's being a bully. It's being an abuser. It's not. You have to understand, and I get that women have been oppressed for a very long time and stuff. So, and we're trying to get better and better about that every single year. Every year, I like to think that we progress as a society towards that goal of true equality. I think we've backpedaled in some ways, but some ways we've gone forward. But the thing is that at the end of the day, being a strong woman does not mean you need to act like a bully. It does not mean you need to act like a husband from the 1950s, an abuser, a bully, a dominant bigot. That's not being a strong woman, in my mind. But I'm a white male, so I can't say that that's not the way to do it. But I know quite a few strong women in my life, and they would never, ever, bully somebody. I know bullies. I know some women that, goddamn, they got more balls than 90% of the goddamn neighborhood, because they're so I'm big, I'm tough, I'm me, and they're bully. It's not a strong, independent woman anymore. It's become a bully. And there's a fine line between that. And I don't see Tatsumaki, I don't see her necessarily as a bully, but she's bordering on that. She's not a strong, independent woman. That's not what her character is. It's got that bully vibe. It really does. She looks down on everybody. She looks down on everybody. Everybody's beneath her and stuff. And if you try to use that line of, oh, well, you can't rely on any of these people because they're weaker than you shit, then she'd be better suited as a goddamn misunderstood villain than a hero by that logic. Because she can't separate the fact that, yeah, you're so strong. That doesn't mean you belittle everyone weaker than you. That means you help them and save them, you dumbass. So, I don't know. That's my little rant about that. And sometimes them being a bitch makes it better for them. Yeah. Vib said, nah, the 18 was for the cover. It doesn't have redraws. Oh, okay, Vib. Vib said, oh, I see. Yeah, having a collection is more enticing unless you literally can't afford it and settle for your favorite volume. Yeah, exactly. And I'm also going to say right here and now that Vib's absolutely right, that having a collection is definitely the enticing thing. And if you aren't financially, I own every volume of Bleach. I actually own every volume of Bleach, except for I own volume 5, but it's the wrong spline. I'm still looking for that 2018 spline, because up until 2018, Shonen Jump then changed their spline style in 2019, and I've yet to get volume 5 with Chad on the cover in that style. It makes my whole collection look so shitty. I have 74 volumes of Bleach, and one just stands out like a sore thumb. It's the most annoying OCD level shit, and I really need to figure that out. But yeah, I don't buy one book in the series. I buy the whole series. So that's just me. But I understand that some people would, as Vib said, I understand how some people would definitely, if you're on a tight budget but you really love certain chapters or certain volumes, of course you'd buy your favorite volume, right? If your favorite part of Bleach is the Renji versus Ichigo fight in the Soul Society, then you would buy that volume, right? And be like, yeah, I can't afford 74 volumes, but I can own this. And that'd be great. Solar Warrior said powerful woman would be the better word. I mean, yeah, Yeah, she's definitely a powerful woman. Yeah. Um, but once again, I take it as she's not showing power. She's trying to dominate. She's trying to belittle. It's a very bully vibe I get from Tatsumaki, and that's why I don't like her. I think we've finally hit the nail on the head. It's taken me over a year and multiple streams to do it, but I think that's my problem with her. It's not only that she's a bitch, but you get a bully vibe from her strong, powerful personality. And that's what I dislike about her the most. Vib said, yeah, in your case, it's because you literally don't want the other volumes. Yeah, that's true. Wasn't calling you poor or anything. Oh, no, I didn't think you were calling me poor. I was saying, yeah, there are some people that would definitely have that thing. But I personally, like, it took me years. Like, I still don't have all of One Piece. I slowly collected as I have a spare $20 here, $30 there to buy a couple of volumes, right? But I don't, I don't have all of Akatsuki no Yona. I don't have, the only two that I've currently, I have Food Wars almost up to date. I have Death Note. I have Bleach. I have 5 Tonkabons of Inuyasha. I'm missing one. I've got 70, 80% of One Piece. But I slowly collect them over time, and now we're into the flaw of doing that. It's like if you can't drop $400 right then you're gonna have weird splines and shit, and it's the most annoying thing. Solar Warrior said, yeah, when I don't have the whole thing, sometimes that does annoy me, not all the time, but yeah, for me it's just a collector thing. Like, I'm the type of dude who has to do 100%. I have to get that platinum trophy in a video game. Like, I'm built that way. That, or I eventually give up and never play the game again. If I just can't do it. But I'll spend hours and days just for platinum trophies after long done with the game. I'm just built like that. Collection and percentages, I'm always looking for 100. Solar Warrior says, the reason you hate Tots is the reason people like other characters, and yeah, that does get annoying. Yeah, that's very true. And call them waifus. Oh, yeah, they call them waifus, and that's horrible. But yeah, guys, so this has been the stream. We're down to only like 5 people in here anyways, but this has been the Merry Christmas stream. I think I'm going to end it right here. Take a swig of beer sort of idea. I think we had a really great time. I'll read the last little bit of the chat that comes through here, but I just want to quickly say before we end the stream, Happy Christmas to everyone tomorrow. Or maybe even today, or no, tomorrow, yesterday, whatever. Time zones are a thing. But yeah, happy Christmas to everybody who celebrates, of course. And if you don't celebrate it, just enjoy your day off. I'm sure you're getting one. And if not, well, then I look like an asshole. So either way, I'm just wishing everybody well. Hope you guys really enjoyed the stream. Hope you had a really nice Christmas Eve, however you chose to spend it. And I hope you have a great tomorrow as well. I'm hoping to get, and now I will name drop it, I'm hoping to get a brand new video with a brand new series out called Ragnarok versus Reality, or Reality versus Ragnarok. Haven't really decided on the thing. And it's going to be character discussion videos. I'm hoping to get the first one edited. It's not the most polished, but I was crunched for time this week. It's not the most polished one, and I hope to do better. But I'm going to be editing, hopefully, and get that out tomorrow. It's going to be, the first one is going to be on Adam. And we're going to talk about the reality, of course, from the title, Reality versus Ragnarok. I'm going to go through every single character from Shimatsu no Valkyrie that has been involved in the fight. We're going to discuss the real-life version, or the biblical version, or the mythology version, what have you, depending on the character. And we're going to compare it to the interpretation in Record of Ragnarok. I'm going to do slight comparisons here and there between the two sections. And then we're just going to discuss, at the end of it, do I like this character? Do I not like this character? What I like, what I dislike? A character discussion. So I'm hoping to get that video out tomorrow. I have to go to my parents, of course, spend Christmas Eve, that kind of idea. I'm going to be home later. If I have time, I'll start editing it, and I might be able to get it out by tomorrow. And I hope to, because it's my Christmas Day video that I had planned. So, and don't get me wrong, it's not the end. It's not a one-off video. We're going to be starting this new series, Ragnarok versus Reality, and we're going to be talking about all the characters thus far. And once we get caught up, we'll talk about other characters, right? I thought that would be a lot of fun. So, yeah. Anyways, that's my promotion, I guess, on that. But yeah, so let's get into the chat, and then we'll say like, comment, subscribe, blah, 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 and get into that. So Keisha Prime says, I think Keisha's still here, said, I'd say something, sometimes show off you manga and other related merch could be a fun vid. Oh, like me to walk around sort of like with a hand camera and be like, this is my Nintendo GameCube games. These are my manga volumes. These are my toys from 1995. Yeah, actually, that would probably be a fun video idea. Good idea, Keisha. Good idea. If you guys are interested in that, let me know in my Discord. Keisha Prime says, Merry Christmas, everybody. MC Dude said, Merry Christmas. MC Dude said, Happy Holidays. Solo Warrior said, sounds like a fun watch. Yeah, I hope you guys definitely enjoy it. Shimatsu no Valkyrie, honestly, I jumped in like 10 subscribers and 2,000 views last time I checked on that trailer reaction for Shimatsu no Valkyrie trailer reaction video. So I really think you guys want more Valkyrie content by the looks of that. So I'm going to run that hype train. So that's why I tried to get this out as quick as I could. As I said, forgive me, it's not as polished as I wanted it to be. I did as much research as I could in crunch time. And either way, I thought it'd be a really fun video idea. So we're going to continue with that going into the new year. So hope everybody enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. I have definitely enjoyed this chapter of One Punch Man, chapter 137. I assume it's the last chapter of the year. So Merry Christmas Eve, Happy Holidays, Happy Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy whatever. Happy sitting at home and having a beer and saying, fuck a Christmas tree. Whatever you want to do, you do you, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Griever, signing out. Just want to wish everybody, I thank you, everybody. Oh man, I gotta end the stream. But I really just want to, I don't want to forget anybody. I want to say thank you to everybody in the chat. I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. I want to say thank you to everybody who has supported me and that always is trying to give me new content, new video ideas, who comes into the chat, who is active in the chat, who supports it. You know, guys like Keisha Prime, MC Dude, Dragon's Rage, Solo, Vib. I'm probably missing some people. Logic was in here for a bit. There was Antonio. There was, I'm probably forgetting someone, and I apologize. Greek God and Chubb, they aren't as active as they used to be in my streams, but they are also big members of this as well. Yeah, just everybody, thank you so much. Hope you really have a last week of 2020. We'll put this shit in the rearview mirror. And yeah, 2021 looking better and brighter all the time. So thanks, everybody. Drink responsibly. Drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. We'll see you next time.